I'm Margaret Gardner from South Africa. In less than 2 hours, I'll complete a wonderful year as Miss Universe, 1978. That's when my successor will be chosen from among the 75 contestants in this year's pageant. It's all happening here, in the lovely city of Perth, Western Australia. It's probably Thursday night where you are, but here in Perth, it's already 9 a.m. Friday morning, and I just know it's going to be a very exciting day. Welcome to the Miss Universe pageant and to Way Down Under, Perth, Western Australia.
We're going way down under, way out west, where every day is a beautiful day.
Via satellite from way down under in Perth, Western Australia.
We're going way down under, way out west. Don't be surprised if we all want to stay.
The 28th annual Miss Universe pageant.
When we get there, we'll let out a cheer to let the universe know it's a special year. We're going way down under, way out west, where we'll be part of a fabulous show.
Tonight, 75 contestants will compete for the Miss Universe title.
We're going way down under, it's a fest, so everyone come along and let's go.
And Miss Universe will win more than $75,000 in cash and prizes.
World of wonder awaits you down under and way out west.
And now, live from the Perth Entertainment Centre, here they come, the 75 most beautiful young ladies in the universe.
Hello from way down under, way out west, where we've discovered a beautiful part of the universe. We just one look and wanted to stay because the world of tomorrow is here today. So come on way down under, it's the best. You'll be the friendliest people in all of the universe. The world of wonder awaits you down under and way out west.
Here is the Australian Army's 5th Military District Band and the 10th Light Horse.
Waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang and he walked and waited till the silly boys you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Your hostess for the 1979 Miss Universe pageant, Miss Helen O'Connell. Our special guest, television, recording, and film superstar Donny Osmond. Our scoring analyzer, the beautiful actress and CBS Sports personality, Jane Kennedy. Our reigning queen from South Africa, Miss Universe 1978, Margaret Gardner. And here is your host, one of America's favorite television personalities, Bob Barker.
Hello from way down under, way out west, where we discovered a beautiful part of the universe.
Ladies and gentlemen, here again is your host for the Miss Universe pageant, the very popular star of The Price is Right, Bob Barker.
Thank you very much, and greetings from the beautiful capital city of Perth in Western Australia. 1979 is Western Australia's 150th birthday, and the Miss Universe pageant was invited to be part of the celebration here in Perth. Skylab was a surprise visitor to the birthday party. It came down in and around Western Australia just 9 days ago. We have a huge piece of it right here in the auditorium, and we'll show it to you a little later in the show. Our program is coming to you live tonight, and before we are through, you are going to see one of our 75 contestants become Miss Universe 1979. Now, it's time for you to start choosing who you think should be the winner. We're going to meet all 75 of our beautiful representatives in their national costumes. To introduce them, we have some of the most delightful youngsters in all of Australia. Children, lead us to the Parade of Nations. Nations begins with Miss Antigua.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Angelina, and I'm from St. John.
Miss Argentina.
Good evening. My name is Virginia Alvarez. I come from Buenos Aires.
Miss Aruba.
Hello, Contabay. My name is Regina Pilches from Oranjestad.
Miss Australia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carrie Dunderdale, and I'm from Sydney.
Miss Austria.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Karen Song. I come from Boston.
Miss Bahamas.
Greetings. I'm Lolly Tom Brister from the friendly country of 700 Islands.
Miss Barbados.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bob Bradshaw from Regency Christchurch.
Miss Belgium.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christine Caillot, and I'm coming from Brussels. Thank you.
Miss Bailey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hilde Jacobs, and I'm from Belize City. Thank you.
Miss Bermuda.
Good evening. My name is Gina Swenson. I'm from the parish of St. George.
Miss Bolivia.
My name is Maria Luisa Rendon. I come from Botswana.
Miss Babuta-Tswana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alina Mekesi from Mabali.
Miss Brazil.
Boa noite. Meu nome é Renata da Costa, de São Paulo.
Miss British Virgin Islands.
Hello, I'm Arthur Ferdinand from Rotong, Tortola.
Miss Canada.
Hello, I'm Heidi Paring from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Miss Chile.
Hello, I'm Cecilia Serrano, and I come from Santiago.
Miss Colombia.
Good evening. My name is Ana Milena Parra, and I come from Bucaramanga.
Miss Costa Rica.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carla Pazio, and I come from San Jose.
Miss Denmark.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lone Jørgensen. I'm from Horsens.
Miss Dominican Republic.
Good evening, my name is Elizabeth Garcia. I come from Santo Domingo. Thank you.
Miss Ecuador.
Hello, I'm Anita Plaza from Guayaquil.
Miss El Salvador.
Good evening, my name is Yvette Lopez, and I come from Morazán, El Salvador. Thank you.
Miss England. Winner, Miss Photogenic.
Good evening, my name is Carolyn Stewart, and I come from Devon.
Miss Fiji.
Miss Sambula. I am Tanya Whiteside from Suva. Thank you.
Miss Finland.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Päivi Uitto, and I'm from Helsinki.
Miss France.
Bonsoir, messieurs, dames. My name is Rita Era, and I come from Paris.
Miss Germany.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrea Honchik. I come from Berlin.
Miss Greece.
Good evening. My name is Kasia Kukiru. I come from Athens.
Miss Guam.
Half a day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marie Cruz, and I've come from the village of Athens. Thank you.
Miss Guatemala.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Dominguez. I come from Guatemala City.
Miss Holland.
Good evening. My name is Eunice. I'm from The Hague.
Miss Honduras.
Good evening. My name is Gina Maria Weiner and I come from San Pedro Sula.
Miss Hong Kong.
Good evening. I'm Olivia Chen from Hong Kong.
Miss Iceland.
Good evening. My name is Halldóra Bjarkjónsdóttir from Reykjavik.
Miss India.
Good evening. I'm Swaroop Sampath from Bombay.
Miss Ireland.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lorraine O'Connor from Cork City.
Miss Israel.
Good evening. I'm Berit Fogel coming from Haifa. Thank you.
Miss Italy.
Hello. I come from Sicily. My name is Elvira Pulisi. Thank you.
Miss Japan winner, Miss Unity.
Good evening. My name is Yurika Furoda. I come from Tokyo.
Miss Korea.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yuchen Faso. I come from Seoul. Thank you.
Miss Malaysia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ivory Wong. I come from beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur.
Miss Malta.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Diane Bush-Bajala from Balzan.
Miss Mauritius.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mariala and I come from Turkey. Thank you.
Miss Mexico.
Good evening. My name is Blanca Diaz. I come from Acaponeta, Nayarit.
Miss New Zealand.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrea Kaki and I'm from Auckland. Thank you.
Miss Northern Marianas.
Half a day. My name is Barbara Torres from Saipan.
Miss Norway.
Good evening, mine damer och herrar. I'm Glenn from Norway.
Miss Panama.
Muy buenas noches. Mi nombre es Yael Dolando y represento a la República de Panamá. Gracias.
Miss Papua New Guinea.
Hello, everyone. I'm Molly Misfoot from Port Moresby.
Miss Paraguay.
Good evening. My name is Patricia Loman. I come from Asunción. Thank you.
Miss Peru.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Brown and I come from Lima.
Miss Philippines.
Good evening. I'm Cristialda Cecilio from Metro Manila. Thank you.
Miss Portugal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marta Bobella. I come from Lisbon.
Miss Puerto Rico.
Hello, my name is Tere Lopez and I come from the western part of my island.
Miss Reunion.
Good evening. My name is Isabelle Jacquemart. I come from Saint-Benoît. Thank you.
Miss St. Kitts.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Chatterton, and I come from Bath-Stair.
Miss St. Vincent.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jean Dinabriga, and I'm from Kingstown.
Miss Scotland.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lorraine Davidson from Glasgow.
Miss Singapore.
Hello, everyone. I'm Elaine Tan from Salita Hill.
Miss South Africa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Veronica Wilson from South Africa, Johannesburg.
Miss Spain.
Good evening. My name is Gloria Valenciano from Canary Islands.
Miss Sri Lanka.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vidya Vanvasuria and I come from Colombia. Thank you.
Miss Suriname.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sergi Livalen and I come from Paramaribo. Thank you.
Miss Sweden.
Good evening. My name is Annette Ekstrand and I live in Eskilstuna.
Miss Switzerland.
Good evening, my ladies and gentlemen. My name is Birgit Karl and I come from Zurich. Thank you.
Miss Tahiti.
Good evening. My name is Fabienne Papari. I come from Papete. Thank you.
Miss Thailand.
Good evening. My name is Wong Lien Katum. I come from Bangkok.
Miss Transkei.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lynn Webb. I'm from Antata. Thank you.
Miss Trinidad Tobago.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mario Noel Diaz from Port of Spain, Trinidad. Thank you.
Miss Turkey.
Good evening. My name is Füsun Demirtaş from Ankara.
Miss Uruguay winner Best National Costume.
Good evening. My name is Elizabeth Busti. I come from Montevideo.
Miss USA.
Hello, I'm Mary Therese Frail from Rochester, New York.
Miss U.S. Virgin Islands.
Good evening. I am Linda Torres from Cruz Bay, St. John. Thank you.
Miss Venezuela.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marisa Sayalero. I come from Caracas. Thank you.
Miss Wales.
Hello, everyone. My name is Beverly, and I come from Llandudno.
o'clock in the morning. So good morning, or good evening, as the case may be. Western Australia has a well-deserved reputation as one of the friendliest places anywhere on Earth. You may remember that it was the city of Perth that turned on its lights when American astronaut John Glenn was orbiting the Earth in 1962. Well, it's 1979, and everyone here is still very friendly, even our hard-working judges. They will be casting their votes electronically by computer, and our giant tote board is right up here in our anchor position, and so is our scoring analyzer, the lovely actress and CBS Sports personality, Jane Kennedy.
Well, thank you, Helen. Right now, the computer board is completely scoreless, but in just a few moments, we're going to be entering all the judges' vote totals, and you at home will be able to keep track of the scores as they're recorded. So that means, from the very first moment, it's going to be extremely exciting, Helen.
You bet. Thank you, Jane. We'll be back to see all 75 contestants in swimsuits and some of Western Australia's magnificent scenery right after this message from Safeguard Deodorant Soap. In each of the 3 preliminary events held earlier this week, that's swimsuits, evening gowns, and personal interviews, the judges rated each contestant from 1 to 9.999. All of the votes have been registered into this electronic computer, which adds up all the scores for each contestant, divides the total by the number of judges, 11, and gives each candidate a composite score. The 12 international beauties with the highest totals in swimsuits, gowns, and personal interviews will be our Miss Universe semi-finalists. And remember that 9.999 is always the highest possible score. Now back to the stage and Bob Barker.
Thank you, Helen. We have a distinguished guest in our audience, the Premier of Western Australia, the Honorable Sir Charles Court. Right now, all of the candidates in a collection of contemporary Catalina fashion swimwear are going to treat us to a swimsuit fashion show that we taped while touring Western Australia. As each contestant appears on the screen, those of you watching at home will see the composite score that she received from the judges in the preliminary swimsuit event, a score that counts for 1/3 of the total scores that are used to determine the top 12 contestants. Get ready to see some beautiful young ladies and some magnificent Western Australia scenery. Here we go. Perth is a city of more than 800,000 people, located on the banks of the Swan River. Here underneath the Narrows Bridge that connects Perth and one of its suburbs are 2 beautiful sightseers, Miss Northern Marianas and Miss Philippines, Barbara Torres and Criselda Cecilio. Miss St. Vincent and Miss Mexico, June Dinobriga and Blanca Diaz. Miss India, Miss Sri Lanka, and Miss Costa Rica. Swaroop Sampat, Vidya Vanagosuria, and Carla Facio. Miss Bapu Tatswana and Miss Israel. Alina Miketsi and Farid Polgar. Miss USA and Miss Greece. Mary Therese Frio and Katya Kokidou. Perth is well known for its wide open spaces, parks, and beaches. And at the Coode Street Jetty, some of our contestants saw their first catamarans. Here are Miss Korea and Miss Iceland, Jay Wasaw and Huldura Bjork Jonsdottir. Miss Bolivia and Miss Spain, Maria Luisa Rendon and Gloria Valenciano. Miss Nicaragua, Miss Portugal, Patricia Pineda and Marta Govaya. Miss Nicaragua withdrew from the pageant before any of the preliminary judges. Miss U.S. Virgin Islands and Miss Ecuador, Linda Torres and Ana Plaza.
I'd sing you 6 love songs.
Some of the ladies took a trip to Kalbarri, the site of one of Western Australia's major national parks. Here is Pot Alley Beach, and look at this international group of tourists.
That's the only place for me.
Miss Thailand and Miss Puerto Rico, Juan Dien Kerpoon and Teresa Lopez.
Took the tourist bus to Europe and I sort of tagged along. But
Miss Wales, Miss Italy, and Miss Ireland. Beverly Hobson, Elvira Puglisi, and Lorraine O'Connor. Miss Peru, Miss Fiji, and Miss Tahiti. Jacqueline Brahm, Tanya Whiteside, and Fabian Tapari.
One main street coming in and going out.
Miss Belize and Miss Malta, Sarita Acosta, and Diane Borg Bartolo.
The matron runs the corner shop.
Red Bluff is the highest promontory in Kalbarri, with spectacular views in all directions. Of course, it's not every day the view includes these beauties.
I wanna go back to
Miss Scotland and Miss Venezuela, Lorraine Davidson, and Maritza Saljalero.
WA. That's the only place for me.
Miss Singapore and Miss Malaysia, Elaine Tan and Irene Wong.
Took the limousine to Disneyland and spent a super
Miss Bermuda, Miss Colombia, and Miss Bahamas. Gina Swainson, Anna Milena Parra, and Lolita Armbruster. Miss France and Miss England, Sylvie Pereira and Carolyn Seward.
My brother Frankie never left there. I know that my mum wishes to.
Miss Belgium and Miss Suriname, Christine Caillot and Sir Jean Leo Allen. Kalbarri is known throughout Australia for its beautiful sea cliffs and gorges, but on this special day it was known for its beautiful visitors too, including Miss Turkey, Miss Switzerland, and Miss Papua New Guinea.
I must have something in my eye the way it seems.
Pusoon Demirtas, Birgit Kroll, and Molly Misbet.
I wanna go back to WA. I wanna go and see my home. Turn up on my own. Stand
Miss Paraguay and Miss Guam,
and see the way.
Patricia Lohman,
I wanna go back
and Maria Cruz.
back to WA.
Miss Germany, Miss Austria, and Miss Denmark. Andrea Hunchik, Karen Sorn, and Lona Jorgensen.
Tell me where I look around. Love is in the air.
Miss El Salvador and Miss Transkei. Yvette Lopez and Linda Way Baum.
If I'm being foolish. Don't know if I'm being wise.
Here's the main beach at Kalbarri, and even though it's winter here now, it was a perfect day to go to the beach. Just ask Miss Dominican Republic, Miss Brazil, and Miss Norway. Elizabeth Garcia, Marta da Costa, and Uni Ugalan.
Love is in the air.
Miss Guatemala and Miss Sweden. Michelle Dominguez and Annette Ekstrom.
Don't know if I'm just dreaming. Don't know
Miss
if
Japan and Miss Panama.
but it's something that I must
Yal Dalonde and Eureka Kuroda.
when you call out my name.
Miss Mauritius and Miss Honduras. Maria Allard and Gina Widener.
Love is in the air.
Miss Antigua and Miss Reunion. Elsie Maynard and Isabel Jacomar. Here are the famous pinnacle formations at Nambung National Park. The pinnacles are estimated to be about 25 or 30,000 years old. On this particular day, the unique formations were enhanced by the presence of these Miss Universe contestants, Miss Uruguay and Miss Australia, Elizabeth Boosty and Carrie Dunderdale.
And I don't know if you're illusion. Don't know if I see it true.
Miss Canada and Miss Argentina, Heidi Eyring and Adriana Alvarez. Miss Aruba, Miss South Africa, and Miss Trinidad Tobago. Lugina Vielchase, Veronica Wilson, and Marie Noel Diaz. Miss Chile and Miss Finland. Cecilia Serrano, and Pavy Huitu. Miss Hong Kong, Miss Holland, and Miss Barbados. Olivia Chang, Eunice Farid Singh, and Barbara Bradshaw. Miss New Zealand and Miss British Virgin Islands, Andrea Cockey and Eartha Ferdinand. And here are 75 lovely ladies from 75 lands all around the world, together in friendship. They're sending their personal greetings and the good wishes of their countries to people everywhere from Perth, the thriving capital city of Western Australia.
Let's take a trip to Australia. I can hear kangaroos call. I bet you $10 you'll love the koalas. Let's get away from it all. Let's travel out to Kalgoorlie. In Manjimup we'll have a ball. Everyone's merry, Broome and Calvary. Let's get away from it all. Getting away from it all in Western Australia is easy because there's so much to see that you just can't see anywhere else in the world. And here to show you some of it is one of the prettiest tour guides you'll ever meet, Miss Universe of 1972, Australia's own Carrie-Ann Wells.
Thank you, Helen. Right now I'm standing on the banks of the Swan River, and behind me is the beautiful city of Perth. The state of Western Australia is vast. It has an area of 1 million square miles and a population of only 1 million people. It's a land of contrasts. Come with me now while I take you on a brief tour of our state.
This is the magnificent Jewel Cave, one of the many underground treasures found in Western Australia. Gold is another of the treasures found here. It's been a great influence on our way of life and culture in much the same way as the Californian gold rush changed that part of America. Today, many of the old small mines are dormant, but the big deep mines still continue to pour wealth into the community. The huge iron ore mines of the north do the same. Giant trucks haul 200 tons in every load. This is the real land of the giants. Huge ore trains. Monstrous machines which help deliver the ore to super ships, which in turn take it to the rest of the world. Another giant of the north is the Ord River Dam, an oasis in a hot, dry country, 1,250 square miles of water. In this part of the world, the farms can range up to 1 million acres, and whilst Aboriginal stockmen still help with the roundup, aircraft are becoming more common every day. For product transportation, huge distances are covered by road trains. In the cool temperate timber country of the south, the trees almost reach the sky. This is a land where you can find the unexpected. The longest straight railway line in the world. Single road that connects east with west. Hundreds of miles of limestone cliffs. Unusual rock formations. Beaches that stretch forever. The rock like frozen surf. Rugged gorges in the middle of an otherwise harsh, hot land. Wolf Creek meteorite crater. Can't you just imagine the impact when this gigantic hole was slammed into the face of the land? But the best known of all Australians are the unusual animals, like the kangaroo, complete with built-in travelling accommodation. And my favourite, the cute, cuddly koala. Wouldn't you just love to own one?
Thanks, pretty Carrie-Ann Wells. We'll see more of this lovely country later in the show. And we'll be back to find out the names of our 12 semi-finalists after this from Crest Toothpaste.
The swimsuit scores that you saw for all 75 of our contestants a few minutes ago make up 1/3 of the ladies' preliminary scores up to this moment. Now, our computer has added the other 2/3, the preliminary scores for evening gowns and for the personal interviews the contestants had with the judges in the last few days. The 12 contestants with the highest total composite scores for swimsuits, for gowns, and interviews will be our semifinalists. Now, may I have the list, please, Mr. Wagner? Thank you, sir. Before I announce the names of our semifinalists, let's welcome back all 75 of our national representatives. They're wearing matte Rosetta dresses by Jody Tutique of California, and every one of them is hoping she's on this list. Here they are, all 75 of them. The contestants have not seen any of the preliminary scores, so of course they have no way of knowing which 12 names I am about to call. In fact, the judges don't know who's on the card either, because they always vote secretly and individually without consultation. Now, as I call the name of each semifinalist, you at home will see her preliminary composite score on your television screen. Good luck to you, girls. Here we go. The names are not in alphabetical order or any other order. The first name among the semifinalists is Miss Wales. And here comes Miss Bermuda. We have our first two semifinalists. We have 10 names to go, and one is Miss Brazil. And how do you like Miss South Africa? Come on down, Miss USA. We are halfway there with Miss Belize. Brings us to lucky number 7, and lucky number 7 is Miss Argentina. And how does this Australian audience feel about Miss England? And we want Miss Germany. we make it 10 now, ladies and gentlemen. 10 with Miss Scotland. There are only 2 names left on my list of 12 semifinalists. Only 2 girls who have a chance to be Miss Universe, and one of them is Miss Venezuela. And now, number 12, the last name, it is Miss Sweden. Congratulations, semifinalists. You are now competing for the title Miss Universe 1979.
Well, those 12 ladies now have another reason to be happy they came to Australia. And here's Jane Kennedy to show us the scores that enabled them to become our semifinalists. Jane?
Well, Helen, the semifinalist countries have been listed on the computer tote board, and along with the composite scores that they received in the preliminary, interview, swimsuit, and evening gown events. Now, these 12 were the highest of the preliminary scores of all 75 contestants. And at this point, we have in the lead Miss Venezuela with a score of 8.461. In second position is Miss England with a score of 8.227. And in third place, Helen, Miss South Africa with a score of 8.103.
Close.
Yes, it is.
Jane,
It's going to be closer.
Yeah, I think we really should explain, though, that these preliminary scores were used only to select the 12 semifinalists, right?
That's exactly right. Up to this point in the competition, the judges have been scoring all 75 contestants. But now, only the 12 are competing at this point, and those 12 finalists are absolutely equal. They will start with no score at all.
Well, then, let's erase these preliminary scores so no one is confused. Okay. There they went. Boy, that was fast. And 12 beautiful semifinalists will start all over again with a clean tote board, and it's already clean. When we're finished, each semifinalist will have 3 new scores for her interview with Bob Barker, for the swimsuit, and for the evening gown competitions. The on-camera interviews with Bob Barker are always lots of fun, and we'll be back to start them after this message from Shure and our first sprint, Spray and Roll On.
I'm going to have a talk with each of our semifinalists now, and at the end of each interview, you at home will see the composite score the judges give that semifinalist for this segment of the competition. Now, please remember that it is the contestant's charm and personality that's being judged, not the content of our little chat. Miss Wales, will you come down here to me, please? Miss Wales is Beverly Hobson. She's 19 years old. And she lives in Llandudno in Wales. And how did it feel to be number 1?
Oh, great.
To be the first name on the list and get it over with.
It's fabulous.
Wasn't that nice? Yes. Now, what do you plan to do with your life? What are you going to do in the future?
Well, next year I'd like to go and live in California, and I'd like to take a drama course there and go into the movies.
Oh, I think that would be wonderful. Now, you stay right up here because the light is just right for you there. I want to look pretty too, but you're more important. Now, Miss Wales, I was having chat with your chaperone, and she told me that you visited a fortune teller. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
What did the fortune teller tell you?
Well, she told me that in the near future I would be traveling over the desert, and I would be coming to a place I'd never ever visited before, where I'd meet lots of friends. And she also told me I would have a fabulous year this year, and up to now it's been absolutely super.
Well, traveling over the desert and having a good year, it sounds as if you may very well become Miss Universe or a camel driver.
No, I think I've done that up to now.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Miss
you very
Wales.
much.
Yes. Now, at home, you watch your television screen, and you will see the score that she receives for this segment of our competition. We're ready now to talk with Miss Bermuda. Miss Bermuda is Gina Swainson. She's 20 years old, and she works for a wine shipper. Now, Gina, there are millions of people out there in the United States watching us right now.
Yes,
I hope there are millions of people out there in the United States watching us right now. What would you like to tell them about Perth, Australia?
I'd like to tell them that Perth is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of Bermuda. The people are extremely warm and kind and considerate. I love them all.
You have struck a responsive chord. There's one gentleman headed this way. Miss Bermuda, you work for a wine shipper. What do you do?
I work in the sales department of the wine company. I do a bit of tasting, secretarial work, PR work, and lenders sometimes.
And what would you like to do in the future?
I'd like to eventually pursue my career in wine, perhaps go back to school and get a degree in it, and then get married and have a few kids.
I think that would be very nice.
Yeah.
And of course, would you like to have a business of your own sometime?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Would you?
Perhaps a little wine tasting garden with cheese and crackers and things like that.
I think that you'll need money for that. of
Yes,
course.
I know.
But if you become
Need
Miss
money for
Universe,
everything.
you'll win $75,000.
I know.
Yeah. If you win Miss Universe and you win $75,000, I have some land in California I'd like to talk with you about.
I'll have to see it first.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll see her score now. And after you see her score, we'll talk with the next girl. I'm ready to speak with you, Miss Brazil. Would you come to me, please? And may we have the interpreter. Miss Brazil does not speak English well enough to do this in English. Her name is Marta da Costa. She's 20. She's from Sao Paulo, and she's a university student. And would you ask her, sir, in Portuguese, what sort of career she would like to have?
Quais são os seus planos para o futuro?
Os meus planos para o futuro, eu quero seguir jornalismo. São esses meus planos para o futuro.
What did she say?
I would like to do journalism. That's my plans for the future.
No, her plans for the future are what I want. I understand. All right. Let's imagine that she is a journalist and that she is sending a story back to her home in Brazil. What would she say about the pageant?
Se você tivesse que fazer uma reportagem acerca do Miss Universo na Austrália, o que é que você escreveria para o Brasil, para o jornal brasileiro?
Eu escreveria que o povo da Austrália foi maravilhoso, houve compreensão, carinho, amor e que eu amei o povo australiano.
I would say that Australian people, it's beautiful. There's an incredible amount of warmth, understanding in this beautiful state. And I could go forever, but that would take a lot of pages.
Now, let me speak with her for just a moment. All of the girls learn a little English while they're here, and she speaks a little Spanish. And I'm going to ask her to say something in English. Dígame algo en inglés.
I love you.
Thank you, Miss Brazil. You see, they all learn a little English while they're here. A girl as pretty as that's all the English she needs to know. Miss South Africa, would you come to me, please? She's Veronica Wilson. She's 25. She lives in Cape Town. And, of course, our reigning Miss Universe, Margaret Gardner, is from South Africa. Did she have any advice for you?
Yeah, she said, just be yourself and be natural.
Well, I think that's very good advice. And why would you like to be Miss Universe?
Well, I would love to be Miss Universe because it encompasses everything I want to do with my life. I would like to travel some more. I want to meet people. I would like to work with people in public relations. I would like to act. And I think this gives you a lot of opportunities for all that. And to go to different countries and to learn about different cultures and learn a few more languages. I would really like to do all those things. And I think...
You want to be an actress?
Oh, yes, a film actress.
Would you like to make your debut on CBS here?
Sure.
All right, we'll test your scope of emotions. As if you were very happy, do the line,
That's not
will you pass the salt, please?
Will you pass the salt, please?
That's very nice. Now, now just a moment. That's just one emotion. As if you were in love. Say, will you pass the salt, please?
Will you pass the salt, please?
Would you like the pepper, too?
Would you like the pepper, too?
Thank you, Miss South Africa. I think you'll be a fine actress. She has a tremendous scope of emotion. Now we're ready for Miss USA, who is Mary Therese Friel, 20, from Rochester. She's a student at St. John Fisher College. And I spoke with my wife on the telephone, and she says there are pictures of you with Skylab all over the papers in the United States. Was
Yes.
it exciting going out there?
It was like being right where history was being made. It was fantastic. They flew us out to Balladonia in a Learjet early in the morning, and we got to scout for pieces of Skylab and found some, but not as big as that. And we had a good time. We got to meet the people, and the whole town turned out to see me.
I guess, well, were the people in Balladonia they turned out to see?
Yeah, all of them.
How many people?
14.
I think I've played that town, as a matter of fact. You've been Miss USA since May. Have you received a lot of fan mail from people in the United States?
About 350 letters.
Really?
It's fantastic. You get them from older people, and you get them from little kids, and men that want to take you out, and women who don't want to see you anymore. A little bit of everyone.
Has the president written you a letter?
No, but I have. He was there when we were in Balladonia, and I have gotten letters.
President of the United States?
He called while we were there, and I did get letters from senators and congressmen and assemblymen. It's been wonderful.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, Miss USA. Watch for her score. You've seen her score, and you're about to hear from Miss Baylis. Miss Baylis is Sarita Acosta, 19 years old. She is a student at Belize Technical College. And for the benefit of people who do not already know, perhaps you can tell us just where is Belize.
My country is north of Mexico, south and west of Guatemala, and east of the Caribbean Sea.
And what sort of country is it? What would we find there?
Oh, you would find very peaceful and hospitable people there.
I'm sure we would. And you're studying, you're going to school. What are you studying?
Secretarial work.
Oh, good for you. And then, of course, you'll be looking for a job, which should be no problem for a girl as pretty as you. Maybe we could help you. We just had an acting debut. You've seen want ads or opportunity ads in the newspapers?
Sure, I've been looking in the newspaper ever
We'll
since
do
I
that
came
right
here.
now. And our ad would begin, secretarial job wanted by girl, definitely girl, and who types how fast?
45 words a minute.
And that's not 425, that's 45 was what she said. And you do shorthand how fast?
80 words a minute.
Very good. I'll bet you get a job. If you do now, you remember the Barker Employment Agency takes 10% the first year. After that, we take 50%.
It's all right.
All right. Thank you, Miss Baylis. And those are the first 6 Miss Universe semifinalists for 1979.
This is the judges' box where all the voting is done. Right up to the time when 5 finalists are named, each judge votes electronically with a data terminal just like this one. And he or she has to punch in the score like this. Let's say 9.5, like that. And the score is automatically fed into the computer. Now, I think the computer interview scores for the first 6 semifinalists have been verified and posted. So here's Jane Kennedy at the tote board to show us the results.
Helen, have you heard about the 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic? Well, we've got 3 B's this time. In the first place position with the personality interviews is Bermuda with a score of 8.872. In second place is Brazil with a score of 8.509. And in third place is Belize with a score of 8.110. And you're wondering why we carried it out this far? This will show you why. Only this is 8.118, I believe it is. Only 18/100ths of a point separates number 3 and number 4, Miss USA, 8.100. Helen?
Thank you, Jane. And we'll get a little inside info on the remaining 6 semifinalists as Bob continues the interviews on stage. Bob.
Thank you very much, Helen. I've been talking to our semifinalists, and let's continue with Miss Argentina. Miss Argentina will use an interpreter. Aquí, por favor. She is Virginia Alvarez. She's 20. She's from Buenos Aires, and she's a student. And would you ask her, please, what is she studying?
Señorita Argentina, ¿qué estudia usted?
Profesorado de gimnasia, francés, danzas clásicas.
She's taking French, gymnastics, and dance, modern dance.
Well, what does she intend to do eventually?
¿Qué usted quisiera hacer después de terminar esos cursos?
¿De terminar los cursos?
Sí.
Bueno, quisiera ser profesora de gimnasia, o sea, ejercer para ponerme en un instituto para cuando sea mayor, ¿no?
Miss Argentina would like to finish her studies and have an academy to teach gymnastics.
Very good. Now, she too has learned some English, I'm sure. Dígame algo en inglés. Una palabra.
Thank you very much.
Yes, y más. ¿Sabe más inglés?
Un poquito.
Unas palabras.
Good morning. Good evening. Okay. Hello.
Thank you very much, Miss Argentina. Score. And we are ready now to speak with Miss England. Miss England is Carolyn Seward. She's 18. She's from Devon. And she was Miss Photogenic. That must have been a thrill.
Yes, it's lovely. Lovely surprise.
With all of these beautiful girls, to have the press photographers choose you Miss Photogenic must indeed have been a thrill.
Yes, it was.
Now, what interesting experiences have you had as Miss England?
Well, I've had lots, but one stands out because on one occasion I had to open an old folks' home. And I met a very old man. He was 103 years old.
103?
Yes, very old. And he gave me a peck on the cheek, and he said, "Oh, I wish I was 10 years younger."
If he were... There's a gentleman in a wheelchair being wheeled up here right now. If he were 10 years younger, he'd be 93. That would be just right.
Just right, yeah.
Thank you, Miss England.
Thank you.
Yes. Miss Germany, would you come down here to me? Now, Miss Germany at first thought that she would use an interpreter, but she decided that she speaks English well enough to give this thing a go. She is Andrea Hunchik. She's 19. She's from Berlin, and she is a model. Has your life changed since you became Miss Germany?
Oh, well, I'll say it in
What has happened in your life since you became Miss Germany? Newspapers are interested in
Yes,
you?
of course.
Yes.
My parents are very proud about me.
Yes, very proud.
Yes, and I cannot
Well,
say
you're
it
a
in
model.
English,
You're a
but
model, and it probably has helped your career, has it not?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Have you always? You're so beautiful. Have you always been so beautiful?
Oh no, because when I was 15 or 16 years old, I had a boyfriend, and every day he told me that I am very fat, and so because
Fat?
yes, because I have a weight from 75 kilo.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And I think our friendship are only 1 year.
Yes.
And one day he told to me that he might stop with our friendship, and because he had found a beautiful girl.
You mean he stopped going with you because you were fat and he found another girl?
Yes.
What was his name? Curious about it.
Thomas Wisniewski.
Thomas, does he know that you're Miss Germany now?
I hope it.
I hope so too. Thank you, Miss Germany. She has definitely learned English. She has learned English, I should say. Miss Scotland is Lorraine Davidson, age 19, from Glasgow. She's a photographer's assistant. And what activities have you enjoyed most here at the pageant?
Just meeting all the girls. We've had lots of fun together. Being here, seeing Paris. everything. It's been great.
You're a photographer's assistant. Was there any problem with your boss? I mean, did he object to you taking 3 weeks off for the pageant?
No, because he's my boyfriend.
Oh. That makes it very nice. Does he take pictures of you?
No,
Why not?
because we always argue whenever he takes pictures of me.
Well, who takes pictures of you then?
No one.
No one? Look right down here. Here's a photographer. There you are. Get that picture. Very nice. What are you going to do with the $10,000 now? You're a sensible Scottish girl.
What would I do?
The $10,000 in cash you might win.
I'd probably buy property.
In California? I'll talk with you, too. Thank you, Miss Scotland. Oh, I'm sorry. You're banned. Here you go. Miss Venezuela is next, and Miss Venezuela speaks some English, but she'd like to have an interpreter standing by. May we have the interpreter up here, please? Oh, here he is. He's just going to stand by and help if we need it. Maritza Sajalero, 18, from Caracas, a university student. What are you studying?
I am studying architecture.
That is a very fine field, but how did you choose? Why did you choose to be an architect?
¿Por qué usted escogió estudiar arquitectura?
Porque es una carrera que realmente desde muy pequeña amé y porque tengo mucho sentido de creación y soy muy futurista.
She feels that she likes to create, and she feels that the world is going to be the future, and she would like to construct for the future.
Very nice. Here she is. She is one of our semifinalists. Have you ever watched the pageant on television?
¿Usted ha visto el programa de Miss Universo en televisión antes de esta noche?
Como no, desde muy pequeña, realmente es que tengo uso de razón. Todas las noches vi el concurso de Miss Universo y me parece que es el concurso más maravilloso del mundo y estoy muy contenta de yo poder participar en él.
Miss Venezuela says that she's always watched telecast and she's always enjoyed watching the program. She's been seeing it year after year since she was a little girl.
Since you were a little girl. Do I look any older?
Se luce un poquito mayor que antes.
¿Yo?
No, él, tú no.
No, igualito, lindo.
No? Ah, that's how she became a semifinalist. Very bright. Thank you. Thank you. Bright girl there. Very bright. Our last semifinalist is Miss Sweden. She is Annette Ekstrom. She's 19. And she is a nurse, aren't you?
I'm practical nurse.
And you proved it because she was a heroine here the other day. Miss Wales spilled some hot coffee on herself, and you rushed her backstage and took care of her, didn't you?
Yeah.
You certainly.
I did as I could.
I might add that immediately after that, 3 cameramen poured coffee on themselves and cried for Miss Sweden. Were they proud of you at the hospital back in Sweden when you became Miss Sweden?
Yes, I hope so. I don't know.
Didn't they say congratulations?
Oh, yes, they did, and I got the wonderful flowers.
Is it true that all beautiful nurses have doctors as boyfriends?
Well, I have.
Do you?
Yeah.
How did you meet him the very first time?
In the operating theater.
Where?
In the operating theater.
During an operation?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. The romance was a success, but the patient died, huh?
No, he didn't. I promise.
Thank you, Miss Sweden. Thank you very much. Now we know more about our 12 semifinalists, but we do not know which one of them will become our new Miss Universe.
Well, we now have the composite interview scores for all our semifinalists recorded on our tote board. So let's see who's ahead at this point. Jane, do the judges seem to have a clear-cut favorite?
Well, Helen, if I didn't know better that Bob Barker wasn't judging himself, I'd swear that he gave Miss Venezuela this very high score of 9.362, and she is in first position. Second position, Miss Bermuda with a score of 8.872, and in the third place, Miss England with a score of 8.671. Helen?
Is your favorite one of the high scorers so far? Well, don't worry if she's not, because she still has 2 more chances to move out front. The Miss Universe pageant will continue after these words from All Temperature Cheer.
We have a very special guest star with us here at the Miss Universe pageant in Perth, a talented young man who is one of the most popular entertainers in America and around the world. Our contestants were delighted when they learned he'd be on the show, and I know you will be too. Here he is, Donny Osmond.
For once in my life I have someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once in my life I can go where life leads me, somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream of, long before I knew, whoa, someone like you that could make my dreams come true. Someone I've needed so long. Oh, once in my life I can go where life leads me, somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream of, long before I knew. Oh, someone like you that could make my dreams come true. For once in my life, let sorrow hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once unafraid I can go where life leads me, I'm not alone anymore. For once I can say this is not, you can't take it. As long as I know I have love I can make it. For once in my life I have someone who needs me. For once in my life I have someone who needs me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, before I continue, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to say how much I've been looking forward to doing this show for a long time, as a matter of fact. I mean, how many times do you get the chance to spend a week with 75 of the most glamorous young women in the world? And each one of the contestants tonight has her own unique charm and beauty. And we'll be very proud of whomever turns out to be the winner. But it seems to me that choosing the winner is almost as difficult as becoming the winner. Fortunately, we have an international panel of judges that takes its work very seriously. And it's my pleasure to introduce them to you right now. First of all, from Finland, Miss Universe of 1975, now a top fashion model in New York, Anne-Marie Portemont. And from the USA, the star of the new nighttime TV series, The Guinness Game, premiering in September, Dawn Galloway. The Australian-born song stylist and star of TV, supper clubs, and recordings, Lana Cantrell. From France, the award-winning artist who is currently professor of art at the University of California at Los Angeles, Yves Courvoisier. From Sydney, Australia, the publisher of the Australian Women's Weekly, Ida Betrose. And from America, the prolific and successful writer of The French Connection and The Green Berets, whose book and screenplay, Incheon, is now being filmed in Korea, Robin Moore. And from Italy, the beautiful world-famous motion picture actress, Rosanna Podesta. And from Thailand, Miss Universe of 1965, Apasra Angskura. From Spain, the international singing star who has earned 26 gold records in this past year alone and is now on a world tour, Julio Iglesias. And from America, the actress and singing star who recently played Mrs. Anna in the Broadway production of The King and I, Constance Towers. And from the USA, one of America's all-time favorite singing stars, Mr. Tony Martin. Thank you very much, judges.
You know, most of us don't have too many opportunities to have a long vacation in a faraway country, but that's exactly what all of this year's Miss Universe contestants did. Watch. The 75 contestants flew hundreds of thousands of miles from their home countries to Perth on Qantas, the Australian airline that is the official airline of the 1979 Miss Universe pageant. It was a great opportunity to get acquainted, and when the plane landed in Perth, just about the whole city turned out to welcome the contestants in many languages, as you just saw. The first thing everyone wanted to do was see the kangaroos and emus at the Kohunu Wildlife Sanctuary. These animals have seen a lot of tourists, but very few as pretty as our Miss Universe beauties. Then it was off to the horse races, a sport that seems to be popular all over the world. The town of Kambalda has a unique attraction, land yachts that sail along at great speed, propelled only by the wind. Water skiing on the Swan River is fun even during this winter season, or if you don't like to get your feet wet, you can hop aboard a catamaran. In the gold mining city of Kalgoorlie, the ladies pan for gold. Almost every panful seems to have at least a few grains of the real thing. And then, everyone had a chance to go 203 feet down into a real gold mine. There's a lucky miner. Between rehearsals and sightseeing trips, there was time for fun and games, and one group became proficient at lawn bowling. And at Yanchep National Park, the koalas are the main attraction. Koalas aren't bears, they're marsupials, and they're adorable, aren't they? Every beauty takes her makeup seriously, and at a Maybelline makeup seminar, the contestants learn some professional tips. Fresh air is great for the skin, too, and the girls enjoyed riding these surf boats. Everyone had a chance to learn about other cultures and foods. Here, the ladies are enjoying an evening of Greek food, music, and customs, like breaking the dishes instead of washing them. But all of our 75 contestants proved that a disco is international and a perfect way to relax and unwind after a busy day as a Miss Universe candidate. And by the way, those pretty Niesta dresses you saw in the contestants were designed by Climax. Well, now you've had a little vacation in Western Australia, too. We'll be back with the swimsuit competition after these words from Downy Fabric Softener.
It's time for our judges to cast votes for the 12 semifinalists again, this time in the swimsuit competition. Once the judges' scores have been registered electronically, our computer will tabulate a composite score, and you at home will see each contestant's score on your television screen as she models in her swimsuit. Now let's watch 12 beautiful ladies from 12 different countries in the Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Miss Wales.
Is a 19-year-old redhead. She's 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 106 pounds, and her eyes are green.
Miss Bermuda.
Gina is 20 years old with black hair and dark brown eyes. She weighs 125 pounds and she's 5 feet 9 inches tall.
Miss Brazil.
20-year-old Marta is 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 135 pounds. Her hair and eyes are dark brown.
Miss South Africa.
Veronica is a 25-year-old blonde with blue eyes. She weighs 127 pounds and she's 5 feet 9 inches tall.
Miss USA.
Mary Therese is a green-eyed blonde. She's 20 years old, weighs 114 pounds, and she's 5 feet 7.5 inches tall.
Miss Belize.
19-year-old Sarita is 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 120 pounds. Her hair and eyes are dark brown.
Miss Argentina.
At 20 years of age, Virginia is 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 129 pounds, and her hair and eyes are brown.
Miss England.
Carolyn is a blonde with blue eyes. She's 18 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and weighs 120 pounds.
Miss Germany.
Andrea is 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 121 pounds. She's 19 years old and has brown hair and hazel eyes.
Miss Scotland.
19-year-old Lorraine is 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 112 pounds. She has honey blonde hair and blue eyes.
Miss Venezuela.
Maritza has brown hair and brown eyes. She's 18 years old. She weighs 114 and a half pounds, and she's 5 feet 8 inches tall.
Miss Sweden.
Annette is a blonde with blue eyes. She weighs 120 pounds. She's 5 feet 7 inches tall and 19 years of age.
And there they are, 12 beautiful Miss Universe candidates in the 1979 swimsuit competition.
They all look great in their swimsuits, don't they? And here's Jane Kennedy with an update on all the swimsuit scores. Jane?
Helen, it's very, very interesting what is happening. Miss Venezuela is still in the lead in the swimsuit, along with the score that she had in the personal interviews. She has a score of 9.135, and the second position is Miss Bermuda with a score of 9.027, and the third place position, Miss Brazil, a score of 8.764. With all of those things happening, the two different categories, it's going to be very tight. So back to you, Helen.
Thank you. And we'll return to Miss Universe pageant after this message from Jif Peanut Butter.
The Miss Universe contestants have been enjoying every minute of their holiday in Western Australia, and they'd like to have everyone in this fabulous country know how happy they are to be here. So they have put together a musical salute to Australia. And with a little help from Donny Osmond, they'd like to sing it for you right now. Ladies, the stage is yours.
We practiced it until we got it right. We may come from far away, but we're proud to stay that together now. Time to kangaroo down. Sport. Time to kangaroo down. Time to kangaroo down. Sport. Time to kangaroo down. Oriental countries when it's time to eat, we use chocolates to get every single bite. But we put our sticks aside and can say with pride that we're all Australian tonight. All together now. Time we kangaroo down. Sport. Time we kangaroo down. Time we kangaroo down. Sport. Time we kangaroo down. The islands where we come from, it is always hot, so the clothing that we wear is very light. But it's winter over here and it's very clear that we're all Australian tonight.
In my native state of Utah, it is 8 p.m., but it's morning here and everyone is bright. But like emus in the zoo and like Skylab too, we are all Australian tonight. Everybody now.
Time we kangaroo down. Sport. Time we kangaroo down.
Oh,
Time we kangaroo down. Sport. Time we kangaroo down. When we took off for Australia, we spoke Espanol, but we learned a little English on the flight. We know Billabong and Bluegrass and Jackaroo, 'cause we're all Australian tonight. From New Zealand to Malaysia, from Peru to Wales, every country is a traveler's delight. We're from every place on earth, but we're home in Perth, 'cause we're all Australian tonight. All together now. Time we kangaroo down. Sport. Time we kangaroo down.
sing it out, girls.
Time we kangaroo
Let me hear
down.
it.
Sport.
'Cause we're all Australian,
Western Australia, all Australia
Well, that's one fabulous sight, and now we're going to show you another. The first film known to have been taken of the breakup of Skylab here in Western Australia. This 8mm film was taken by a farmer near the town of Albany as Skylab re-entered the atmosphere and broke into pieces in the Indian Ocean and in several Australian cities. And here is the largest piece of Skylab found so far. It landed near the gold mining town of Kalgoorlie, about 400 miles from where we are. We brought this headline-making hunk of metal and fiberglass to the Perth Entertainment Center just so you could see it live and close up. Fascinating, isn't it? And like Miss Universe, it's very quickly become an international star. Remember, you saw it here first on the Miss Universe pageant. Coming up next is the evening gown competition, so stay with us. We'll return after this from Scope.
Next, we have an event that's always beautiful, elegant, and even exotic. The Miss Universe Evening Gown Competition. As you at home see each candidate in a gown of her own choice, you'll also see the composite score that she receives from the judges for her poise and for her charm in this segment of the competition. Now, here are our 12 semi-finalists in the Evening Gown Competition. Miss Wales. Miss Bermuda. Miss Brazil. Miss South Africa. Miss USA. Miss Belize. Miss Argentina. Miss England. Miss Germany. Miss Scotland. Miss Venezuela. Miss Sweden. Here are all 12 of our semifinalists. One of them will soon become Miss Universe.
Well, tough as it was, every judge had to give every semifinalist a score, and the numbers you at home saw on your screen were the composite scores in the evening gown event. Jane, who had the highest score in that segment of the competition?
In this particular segment, Miss Venezuela won this one with a score of 9.416. And in second place, Miss Bermuda, 9.100. Third place, Miss England, 8.936. And I was going to tell you who was running fourth and fifth, but you at home are supposed to be keeping tabs, so I'll let you figure that out because it's going to be close. Helen?
And now our computer has all of the scores necessary to tell us which 5 contestants will go on to compete as finalists. Those very important scores are being tallied and verified, and we'll be back with the names of our 5 finalists after this from Lemon Fresh Joy.
I've been told that I'll have the list of the 5 finalists in just a few moments. And while we're waiting, let me tell you about the fabulous prizes our new queen will receive. They add up to the biggest cash and prize package in the history of the pageant. Miss Universe 1979 will receive $10,000 in cash, an additional $10,000 personal appearance contract, and a personal appearance wardrobe, the Miss Universe trophy, and all of these prizes. A natural black llama ranch mink coat from the International Flemington Fur Company. A designer collection by Roberta of California in soft, sensuous, and exciting fabrics by Roselawn, tomorrow's fabrics today. As beautiful as Miss Universe, Bulova's 14-karat solid gold bracelet watch, set with 26 dazzling diamonds, quartz precision to keep her timely, from the Bulova Diamond Collection. A wardrobe of unique hand-painted leathers and suedes by world-famous fashion artist Roberto Cavalli. From Kauai, Bogota, Colombia, an 18-karat white gold emerald and diamond ring worth more than $10,000. Maybelline, the official cosmetics for the 1979 Miss Universe pageant, will present our new winner with $5,000 in cash plus a 5-year supply of Maybelline cosmetics. A $3,500 cash scholarship, a jewelry wardrobe, and the exquisite Miss Universe crown from Sarah Coventry, devoted to contemporary fashion jewelry. And a 1979 Toyota Corolla SR5 Sports Coupe gives you sportiness, durability, and total economy. You got it, Miss Universe. The Corolla SR5 Sports Coupe from Toyota. Now I am going to get that list of the 5 finalists. They are the girls who still have a chance to become Miss Universe. May I have it, please? Thank you, sir. The judges have given me a list of the 5 finalists for the title of Miss Universe. Now, as I call each one as a finalist, you'll see on your television screen the total composite score that she has received since she became a semi-finalist earlier in the show. And I want to remind you that the finalists are not listed in any order. Good luck, girls. The first finalist, Miss Venezuela. To join Miss Venezuela, we have Miss Sweden. Number 3, Miss Bermuda. Here are 3 of our 5 finalists. Number 4 is Miss England. And number 5 on the list of 5, Miss Brazil. These 5 young women are tonight's lucky finalists for the title Miss Universe 1979.
Well, now that we know who our 5 finalists are, Let's look at the computer board again and see which one had the highest score. Jane, who's the front runner?
Well, if you've been watching the computer board all night, I'm sure you will see that Miss Venezuela, Helen, is the front runner with her score of over 9.4.
That's sensational. But now it's time to forget all about these scores because our 5 finalists are all at 0 again. And as we go into the final phase of the pageant, they're all absolutely equal. So let's erase all these old scores. Presto,
they're gone.
Clean slate. And it's going to stay that way because choosing Miss Universe and her 4 runners-up is the highest priority of the evening. And we've asked the judges to turn in handwritten ballots from now on. Thank you, Mr. Computer. Thank you, Jane Kennedy.
Helen from the Computer and Skylab, over and out.
That's good. Up to now, the judges rated the semifinalists on the basis of points from 1 to 9.999. Now they must simply list the 5 finalists on their ballots in the order in which they feel the finalists deserve to finish, with the choice for Miss Universe at the very top of the list. So no more points will be used, and that means, once again, that any one of our 5 finalists could be the winner, regardless of her previous scores. Now, let's go back to Bob Barker and our 5 lucky finalists.
Thank you, Helen. While our judges are marking the final handwritten ballots, I'm going to ask each of our 5 finalists a question, and their unrehearsed answers might help you at home decide who our winners should be. Janelle Commission, Miss Universe 1977, has a bowl containing the 5 questions. And if any of the finalists would like to use an interpreter, we have them standing by. Now, we'll begin with you, Miss Sweden. Draw a question, and I will read it for you. Miss Sweden's question is, how has your experience as a Miss Universe contestant enriched your life?
What do you mean with the last?
I beg your pardon?
What do you mean with the last? I don't know.
How has your experience as a Miss Universe contestant enriched your life? How have you perhaps become more knowledgeable or added something to your life? Increased your understanding? Enriched is a word that would mean that perhaps you have learned something that will be valuable to you here.
The first thing I can say is it's been wonderful to meet all these countries here. I think it's every country in the world I meet, and Sweden is a little land, and I know them all now, I think. And for my personality, I think I learn a lot. I must take care of myself, and I learn languages. I think you must, when I come home to Sweden now, I'm going to learn Spanish, because I think it's much of people here who speak Spanish.
Well, if you've learned nothing else, you've learned enriched, because you did very well. Now, would you reach in, Miss England, and pull out a question? Miss England's question is, if you could bring your Australian chaperone home with you after the pageant, what would you like her to see in your country?
The beautiful countryside in Devon, where I live, and the big cities. You have the best of both worlds in England. You have the big cities and the gorgeous countryside, so you can get away from it all in the countryside.
Thank you, Miss England. And would you please choose a question, Miss Brazil? May we have the Portuguese interpreter? Her question is, if you could look into the future, what would you like to see yourself doing 10 years from now? There you are, you read it to her.
Se você pudesse olhar para o futuro, o que é que você escolheria para fazer em 10 anos?
Just take a step back so they can see her face as she
Escolheria,
answers.
bom, se eu pudesse, eu pediria paz para o mundo e com que todos amasse aos outros, assim como Deus ama quem nele crer.
If I could, I would pray for peace on the world, make everybody love each other, that is the God's will.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Miss Brazil. Would you draw a question, please? Miss Bermuda's question is, you've been away from home for several weeks. What are the things you miss most?
I miss my music. I miss the warm weather, the beaches. I miss food, peas and rice and chicken. I miss my boyfriend and my mother, but I'm having a great time here anyway.
Thank you, Miss Bermuda. And now, Miss Venezuela, the last question is yours. The interpreter is here. The question is, you've just spent 3 weeks with young ladies from 74 other countries. What have you learned from them?
Señorita Venezuela, usted ha estado aquí 3 semanas con muchachas del mundo entero. ¿Qué ha aprendido usted de esta experiencia?
Bueno, mi mayor satisfacción por primera vez ha sido poder conocer a 80 muchachas de diferentes naciones y diferentes culturas. Y mi mayor emoción es que tengo por primera vez muchas amigas, 80 muchachas.
Miss Venezuela's answer is that she's been able to meet 80 girls from all over the world, and for the first time she has 80 friends that she's going home as friends of hers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Miss Venezuela. Now you've heard all 5 finalists answer their questions, and the judges' final ballots are being turned over to our accountants for tabulation. That means that very soon we'll know the name of our new Miss Universe.
Wow. Can you imagine how nervous and excited the 5 finalists are? Well, don't go away, because there's more excitement coming right up after these words about wildflower fragrance Camay.
While we're waiting to learn who will be Miss Universe, I'd like to bring back our guest star, who has a song just for the 5 finalists. And at the same time, you at home will have one more chance to decide who you think should be the winner. Here's a close-up of 5 excited ladies and Donny Osmond.
I've seen your picture, your name in lights above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true. So won't you smile for the camera? I know they're gonna love it. I got your pin shot, and I keep it with your letter, done up in blueprint blue. Oh, sure looks good on you. So won't you smile for the camera? I know I'll love you better. Oh, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say goodnight tonight, don't say it, don't say it, say anything, don't say goodnight tonight. Thanks for the times that you've given me. The memories are all in my mind. And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I must say out loud. You're once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. Yes, you're once, twice, 3 times a lady. I
In just a few moments, we're going to learn who is Miss Universe 1979, and that means that it's time for our reigning Miss Universe to make her final official appearance. It's my great pleasure to introduce the beautiful lady from South Africa who tonight completes her very exciting year as Miss Universe 1978. Here is Margaret Gardner.
Miss Universe 1979 is going to have a wonderful year. I know because my reign is superb. I'd like to thank Mr. Harry Glasgow and Miss Universe Incorporated for their support and for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Also thanks to my chaperones and all the people I have met during my travels. Good luck, Miss Universe 1979. You have wonderful people supporting you.
Thank you, Margaret Gardner. Our accountants from the internationally known firm of Ernst & Whinney have just handed me a card on which they've listed the judges' final decisions. 4 runners-up at Miss Universe 1979. 2 of our former queens, Corina Sopé, Miss Universe 1964, and Sylvia Hitchcock Carson, Miss Universe 1967, are here to help us with the crowning. Before I read the names, good luck, girls. We're proud of all of you. I'll begin with the 4th runner-up. The 4th runner-up is Miss Sweden. Congratulations. The 3rd runner-up is Miss Brazil. Congratulations. The 2nd runner-up is Miss England. Well done, well done. Miss Bermuda, Miss Venezuela, down here to me, please. One of you is about to become Miss Universe. The other is the 1st runner-up, a position that's important because if for any reason Miss Universe cannot fulfill her obligations for the entire year, the 1st runner-up becomes Miss Universe. I shall announce the 1st runner-up first and then Miss Universe. The 1st runner-up is Miss Bermuda. Miss Venezuela is Miss Universe. Now this is Bob Barker thanking you for joining us. Good night, everybody.
The young man of the universe knows people everywhere seeking peace, tolerance and mutual understanding. We pledge to spread this message in every way we can, wherever we go.
We're going way down under, way out west. Don't be surprised if we all want to stay. When we get there, we'll let out a cheer to let the universe know it's a special year. We're going way down under, way out west, where we'll be part of a fabulous show. We're going way down under, it's the best, so everyone come along and
Portions of this program were pre-recorded. This is Peter Perrin speaking.
a world of wonder awaits you down under, and way